Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Through the Lens with your boys, the Unholy Trinity. I'm Patronus Gold hosting. On my left, Mr. Shang-Chi himself.
Hello, Patronus Gold hosting. I'm Daddy.
Daddy Shang-Chi. And over here is Zephyros.
Jack, the host man. I am Uncle Zephyrus.
Uncle Zephyros. And as you probably already guessed in the title of the video, we are looking today at Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the latest film from Marvel. Hooray! Synopsis: Shang-Chi, the master of unnamed weaponry-based kung fu, is forced to confront his past after being drawn into the Ten Rings organization. It is directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, written by Dave Callahan, Destin Daniel Cretton, and Andrew Lanham, and it stars Simu Liu, Aquafina, Tony Leung, and many more.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's jump into it. What are our first impressions?
很棒。
Wow. We be dragging these nuts on your forehead.
Very insightful.
很搞笑。
Being chilly.
I don't. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say, I think this is a fantastic film. It is possibly at least top tier Marvel origin movies. I'd say the best one in Phase 4 so far. I think this and Black Widow. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was really good. Great film. Go out and see it if you can. All right. Anyway, let's talk about the acting then.
It's great.
Hello. Yep.
Good stuff.
I thought. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Especially.
You just said good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, as to say good stuff, but I'll add on to that since you wanted me to go on. I like the dad. That man's cool.
Yes, that was when we played by Mr. Tony Leung, and yeah, I think his performance was fantastic. I could feel real emotional to him throughout and kind of best Marvel villain for since Thanos, maybe. With that, yeah.
Killmonger?
Since Thanos, as in like Endgame, like he was the.
Sorry, what was the question?
What I did, it wasn't. I was saying I think he's the best villain since Thanos.
I was just saying some people think Mr. Killmonger is one of the best villains as well.
He was before Thanos. Well, I'm talking about like Endgame.
Right.
It's like
post Endgame movies.
Well, there hasn't been much.
Exactly. Well, I mean, just MCU in general, I guess, because if we count TV shows.
Okay.
Anyway, also Simu Liu. Come on, guys, Shang-Chi himself. What do you like?
2 out
Come
of
on.
10.
Yeah. I mean, I don't differentiate. So
the negativity from Mr. Dio over here, giving you a 2 out of 10. Why?
2 out of 10 out of 1, which is even worse. But
what? Why?
he's alright.
But you didn't like him.
I don't know. So maybe it's just like the character is kind of bland.
Oh, I thought he was really good, and I thought, well, we'll talk about writing more, but like I thought he gave a good. Like, But my bias of the film, Aquafina as Katie. Let's go. She the real MVP.
The real
It's
one.
Pretty good. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's get on to the writing then. You want to start that off, dear?
Righty. Overall, it was pretty alright, I think. Well, at the start, we just get thrown right into Mr. Shang-Chi's bit without being given too much background on what he doing, or what his dad doing, or what everyone else is doing. I feel that's a bit
I
dim.
really, yeah, I like the way they did that. It's makes it feel much more fresh to the Marvel formula, which like it's not like completely an origin story. It's like he's already doing shit, and then it's kind of that it will later explain bit by bit, piecing together. I think like through Aquafina's character is more of like the audience perspective as you find out stuff as she finds out things. So
Yeah,
is Aquafina really the main character?
Mhm.
Possibly.
she the self-insert character.
She do. Um, whereas you thought he was bland, I thought he had like a good emotional arc and stuff, especially as you find out more about his character and like what the stakes are. And I think that actually goes on to the main, I guess, theme of the film with like family and stuff. And I thought that was the most compelling part of the film to me. But
True, he did have an arc, but I don't know. Is it his performance or is it just writing? Well, I didn't really feel his change.
I mean,
He's kind of be like, that be weird, and then he's like, yeah, I guess now I fight him.
more on a spiritual level.
also like finding his purpose, I guess, is something that this actually happens to both main
That
characters.
was the
That was
theme at
the
the
overall
start.
arc.
Dissing on
Yeah.
parking valets.
And Wenwu himself, I thought it was a pretty, like I said before, pretty well written villain there. And it's actually kind of sad. And most of the stuff I want to talk about is spoilers, so I'll stick away from that. If you guys want to add anything, yeah.
It's good.
All right. And then I wanted to say there are a bit of pacing issues in the film, I guess. It, like Dio was saying, you got launched right into the action at the start, and it's pretty fast paced. They could have slowed it down maybe a little bit, and then the middle sections a little bit boring. Like it's still fine, and like there's enough to engage you, but like it slows down a little bit, and then the ending is back into the action and stuff. Yeah,
All right.
that's kind of it. All right, cinematography. What do we think about the cinematography?
Very nice from what I could see with my blind eyes.
Yes, Dio is a little bit blind.
Is our
Yeah, I thought the cinematography was really nice. Lots of, I guess, martial arts type cinematography,
yeah,
as well as
um,
mixed with a lot of modern aspects to it as well.
yeah, a lot of like traditional like wuxia cinematography techniques.
Yeah,
The old kung fu movies.
Which reminds us, we still have to do that one review of a wuxia film.
Oh yeah, did you
Crouching
finish that, Jack?
Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I still haven't finished. By the way, I got like halfway through it. I have it still on my computer. I haven't watched it.
Is
All right.
finish it.
Well, stay subscribed for that one, boys
Yeah.
and girls,
Yes.
and everyone else out there.
Hell yeah. But branching off of that, why don't we talk about the editing and visuals? What do we think?
Cool.
Good stuff.
Good. I mean,
A bit dark.
personally, I found it a little bit. Yeah, some of the. I specifically, I'd say the ending of the film where like they're doing the big CGI battles and everything's kind of gray and stuff. It
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
look amazing at times. and wait, shit, did I
Washed
say?
out.
No, I didn't. I didn't spoil anything. Okay, no. Just it gets a bit muddly, and it gets a lot very CGI heavy at the end. Though the one cool thing I liked is throughout most of the movie, they'll mix CGI with martial arts and like tools, weapons, stuff. Thought they did a really good job with that.
Tools like
The fight
shovels.
choreography is also amazing. Like, good shit.
Great stuff.
Anything else?
Not really.
Alrighty then, audio and music. What do you think of the music and the audio and stuff?
Pretty nice.
Cool.
From what I can remember. Some original tracks from the 88 Rising crew as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
88
Black
Rising
Panther
and Neo be
type of
sinking.
deal. I do be sinking. Well, yeah, kind of a Black Panther kind of deal. But actually, did the Black Panther movie have any songs from the TDE album or not? I don't think it did.
Yeah,
Or
it did.
did it for the
It did.
credits?
No, they did throughout the film.
Wait. Oh yeah, actually, I remember. King's dead.
I
Was
mean,
it in
this
there?
one had like
Like
no,
2 or
it
3.
had other ones as well. Yeah, had a few. But they also do like other songs which aren't on the soundtrack as well, like other licensed ones, which is what Shang-Chi does as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually showed barely any of the tracks from the album, but what we heard was still pretty good. And what about Sunday? What about the actual score itself? I think I hit my mic.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Like,
Another 2 out of
And I
10.
think this you keep giving everything a 2 out of 10, except you switched to a 1 out of 10. I don't know why.
Yeah, just
Um,
a number throughout.
I think the sound design was also pretty nice. It had
Sound design.
comparing it with the Witcher film, which you guys have probably seen the review of that. I thought the magic and stuff had a lot of more oomph.
Yeah, it has a lot more shh and bursty bursts, not just whooshes.
Oh yeah, good stuff. All right. Anyway, that concludes this non-spoiler section. Shall we get in?
Yo,
I can't do this. Like, no.
you better do a reverse recorder.
Spoiler zone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Timestamp is on the screen. Today we'll be talking about Shang-Chi spoilers. Let's go.
Yes.
Dia, did you want to start with that one? Did you read that? Or?
I did read that.
Yeah.
Did they ever properly explain like who the voice in his head is, or like what
Yeah.
the voice in his head is?
Well, they said it was the soul suckers, right?
Yeah, but what? Why are they soul suckers?
Right.
Why did they exist?
Oh, they did explain it. They did. They talked about the backstory of the soul sucker stuff. I don't remember quite exactly what they said, but there was like
Another dimension.
yeah, it was from another dimension. They sealed them behind the thing, right? And now it uses the ring, which also probably implies that the rings are probably from another dimension as well, and that's given a bit more confirmation in the post-credit scene. Which just reminds me, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's not really the Legend of the Ten Rings in this movie. It seems like it's setting up for in the next MCU project or whatever they're leading to. Maybe like they're gonna have some in Doctor Strange or something. This one's more of like them doing the village shit, but because the rings are still more of a mystery. But yeah, and the whole we can talk about Wenwu's character more, I guess, through that. I thought they made him pretty, I guess, relatable to the average person. He's kind of just like a person going through grief and stuff. And the only difference is, you know, he has a fucking army, and also he's got like the 10 rings, which are Lord of the Rings in him, kind of. also Annabelling him is with the Annabelle family and to think dead daughter, but it's actually a demon. Kind of what that. And I thought his arc was really good, and the way it ends with him sacrificing himself, I guess I found that emotionally satisfying.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Uh, we get into the future stuff. What are other things that happened in?
Dragons, man.
Well, one dragon, but yes, the Great Protector.
What do you mean? Shang-Chi had the heart of a dragon. So he
Yeah,
was a dragon as well.
He a
it's the
dragon in his
Targaryens from
heart.
Game of Thrones.
Are they
Anyone
dragon
gets that
people?
reference? Yeah, they're kind of dragons.
Do they
Well, like
fuck with the
I think it's
dragons?
like in this one where it's more like metaphorical and like linked to the dragons, I guess.
Yes.
Well, in Chinese culture, to have a warrior spirit, if you're a guy, you have the spirit of a dragon. If you're a lady, you have the spirit of a phoenix.
Sexist much?
How that's part
Oh,
of the Chinese culture and tradition.
Yeah.
yes, they actually do reflect on that though. That actually reminds me. They do talk a bit about like, well, I don't know if it's really Chinese culture, but they talk about like some of the more sexist aspects of at least like the Ten Rings operation. With that
Did
was
they?
the arc of the sister who changes things
Oh
around.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
when
she
she's
becomes the
like
boss.
she be
She
just watching
teaches.
from the shadows and learned the moves herself or some shit.
Yeah, and yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Unlike a certain
Um.
film that ends with Ella.
Don't talk about that movie.
Cruella.
You guys will
Maybe.
see what we're talking about later when we have a little come on. The less said about that, the better. I'm gonna be so pissed off in that review. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit. What are other things that I can't remember? Oh, I guess negatives that I would have talked about. I think that the other villains, other than Wenwu, were kind of underutilized. Well, I mean, there's only like one other villain, which is the hand guy. He was just like a generic thug, kind of,
The knife
and
head.
they used him for a joke. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fight on the bus was amazing.
That was one of the best ones.
That was one of the best. The fights in general are always like pretty good. Yeah, throughout the entire thing. Also, somebody makes another appearance in this film. Someone from another MCU movie. Uh, take your guesses.
Mom.
Iron Man.
Sort of mixture of both my mum and Iron Man. Trevor Slattery from Iron Man 3, and he actually
Iron
has
Man
like,
is your dad? Are you Trevor?
Trevor's his
yes,
dad. Mom.
Trevor is my dad.
Wait, so why is Iron Man with your mom?
I don't know.
Because you're
Do you
gonna.
have a
Because,
step sibling?
we wanna, like.
Uh,
What do you call it?
I
Fucking.
don't know. I ran away from home when I was 16. I started living in
San Francisco.
the San Francisco, where I was a valet.
Ah.
You don't wanna go
Anyway,
into the gender roles.
yes.
That's why Iron Man's his mom.
Bringing it back to the actual film, Trevor's in the film and he actually does shit. He's like actually like plays a, I guess that he's mostly like a comedic role, but he's in the. Are you okay, son?
Trevor does shit. Yes, he took a shit in the film.
Yes,
Wait, is that the first thing you think?
actually, um, when we kind of took a shit all over Iron Man 3 when he was talking about how, well, they kind of like do damage control for that. And it's like, oh, yeah, dude, they referenced the one shot where Trevor got broken out and stuff like that. And he was talking about, hey, he stole my name and kind of implied the racist aspects of the Mandarin character from back in the comics, which is kind of cool.
The
But yeah,
American
Trevor.
people are
Did you
afraid
guys
of
like
an
Trevor in this
orange.
movie?
He's
What did they
funny.
do? Yeah, pretty
Well,
fun.
the that dude was like, "Yo, Trevor became the Mandarin, and now the American people were scared of an orange."
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's what he
Hmm.
said anyway. I like
Yeah.
that line.
Yeah. Trying to remember other things that happened. Uh,
Hmm?
that's kind of it for the main part, I guess. And we can talk about the post-credit scenes then. All right, the first post-credit scene. Wong takes the main two characters, and then we get a little bit of a hologram video call thing, like in Endgame, with certain characters. Which characters were they?
Yu's mom.
Damn, you guys really like mothers.
You got mother.
You, you like mother?
You like mother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Anyway,
was your mother?
you've met my mother.
No, who's Yu's mother?
Captain Russia.
Oh, Captain Russia.
Red
Did
Guardian?
Captain Russia have like?
Yeah.
Was Captain Russia the one like Russian spy who had a affair with a Chinese official?
Is that right?
What?
I don't know. You asked me. That's your mom's story, not
Well,
mine.
it's classified, man. I didn't know about that story.
Oh my god, are you Shang-Chi as well? We're all Shang-Chi's.
Maybe.
We're all yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to the post-credit scene. We get holographic meeting thing with Captain Marvel, Bruce Banner, but he's not in Hulk form, but he's still got the broken arm and stuff. So and I think was that it from the Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're talking about the origins of the ring. So that's what brought me to think going, this isn't really Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's more of like a prequel to that story that'll happen. But something's going on. Something be sending a message,
Mm.
a signal. What are your theories, boys?
It's a
Mephisto.
booty call.
Mephisto. A booty call from Mephisto?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You want to make a deal with the devil tonight?
Very devilish. So scandalous.
Ooh. I reckon it could have something to do with Tentacle Monster. Was like Shumagorath or something. Is that the name of the thing in the comics?
Shumagorath, more like shush on my penis? I don't know.
Get out.
There was a top comment.
No, you didn't need to. Oh, and he's gone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I went out.
All right, let's. What I was going to say, yeah, because I reckon, minus spoilers for What If, I guess. We've had a tentacle creature appear multiple times in the series, well, twice, and in this movie, we had a lot of Cthulhu-like creatures. Dio actually pointed that out when we were watching it. He was like, "Hey, this is a creature from Rick and Morty. It's the Cthulhu creature."
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I think could be happening. It might be something to do with multiverse of that.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Anything?
man.
All right, and then we can talk about the second post-credit scene, where we kind of already alluded to this, but the sister becomes the leader of the Ten Rings, and it seems like she's training people for some sort of fight, possibly fighting tournament. Like she's
Like
Mechanics
Mortal
is a thing?
Kombat.
Ten Rings? Or Mandarin? The
What do you
Mandarin has
mean?
a fighting tournament in the comics, right?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure.
So actually, my current thing is I didn't see anyone else talk about this, but there was a huge fighting tournament in the comics, called fuck, what was it? Was it like Secret Wars or something? It's Secret Wars, right? Where all of the heroes got like taken out of their dimensions and put in a battle realm, and then they all have to fight. Maybe it's alluding to something like that. That could be cool because that do be one of the more popular comic events from Marvel, I guess.
Mhm.
Or maybe it's an allusion to popular mobile game Contest of Champions.
Very cool.
You know what I'm talking about.
Advertising,
Yeah.
bro.
All right. Okay. Anything further?
Nah.
I'll take that as a no. All right. Final verdicts. Let's go. Starting with Dio. Oh, welcome back, by the way. Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gents and everyone in between.
Are you in bed, mate?
No, I just have my pillow on my lap because I'm sleepy. And I
All
want a
right.
pillow. And I'll continue this verdict with pretty cool movie. Marvel has done it again. Good watch. Shang-Chi. And the 10 cock rings is a solid. I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Damn. For me, the only problems I had with like the pacing and yeah, that was about it. So I'm actually gonna go for a 9 on this one. Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. 9.
Hell yeah, let's go, Sunny. Yes.
Fist bump.
And that comes down to an average of
Or like 25.5. So like 8.5. 8.5, I think.
Alright,
you were right.
8.5.
It
Yeah,
comes out to
8.5.
8.5, yeah.
Mental maths.
All right.
I forgot how to do
The
math.
true Asian power. The true Asian power.
True, true. He wasn't even using the 10 rings for that. He's like definitely stronger than Shang-Chi over here. The real
Yeah,
Shan
absolutely.
Zhi. Oh yeah, flex that muscle.
He's reflecting those
Anyway,
brain muscles.
flex some brain muscles. Make sure you leave a like if you liked, and even if you didn't like, yeah. Sorry, watching Dio do like a weird yawn, but he's like,
Yeah, I'm letting it out, yeah?
yeah.
Do you do that when you're farting as well?
I'll have to do that gesture near my ass.
Yes,
Ah,
beautiful.
I'll let it out.
Yeah, like that. It's a mental thing as well. Doing,
Mental farts.
yeah.
Is that just a brain fart?
I guess it would be a brain fart.
I think we've overstayed our welcome.
Anyway, yep. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Alright, I go.